Alrighty, let's get after it. 6/16/2025, 5:14 p.m. Not our usual Tuesday episode, but it's because there's a lot going on. Specifically in the baseball world. And, yeah, I'm getting pretty frustrated with a lot of the things that are going on.
Why?
Well, to start right off the rip, the Red Sox are just a terrible franchise, and I guess they don't get enough hate. They truly do need to be hated on more.
I don't understand why everyone's so up in arms over it.
They got rid of... This isn't the first time this has happened, that they've done something like this. Let's not forget Mookie Betts, Chris Sale, Xander Bogaerts, and now Rafael Devers.
They did get Chris Sale back, though.
Whoa.
I mean, they did get him back, but...
They got rid of... That's like... I mean, I guess it's...
And Xander Bogaerts hasn't really been outstanding since he's been gone. He's been solid.
Well, it doesn't... Mookie. Let's just say that.
Mookie, yeah,
an
that's
absolute blunder and a half.
Yeah, that one sucks. The Rafael Devers thing, though, my thing on it is, like, wasn't everybody just shit-talking him, like, 2 months ago when the season started? Being
that is kind of crazy to me, too.
Like, literally everybody. Remember when he started the season, like, 0 for 20 with, like, 13 or 14 strikeouts, and everyone's like, he got fucking fat in the offseason, he's slow, he looks like shit, he can't hit for shit, he's trash, he's garbage. Like, everybody was hating Rafael Devers and was like, this dude's, like, such a bust, he's not good. People were actually saying this guy's one of the best hitters in the league and blah, blah, blah. The hate was never ending. And then all the shit came up with him not wanting to play first base, and even more, like, people were like, what the fuck is this? Like, I get it, it's shitty from the organization to be like, it wasn't the plan, but also, like, hey, man, this is a team effort, not just all about you. You're going to get paid a shitload of money. Can you just be part of the team and, like, help us out for a little while? And everyone was like, yeah, fuck that guy, and blah, blah, blah. And then they trade him, and now everyone's like, this is the biggest fucking trade in history. What are they doing? And it's like, well, they hated him. They hated him for the last 2.5 months. Like, why does everyone care all of a sudden?
Well, they just paid him $300 million.
They did.
10 years.
Yeah. Okay. That all makes sense. I understand that aspect. I guess I do understand some of it. I'm backtracking here a little. But, like, it is funny to me how that happens. Like, everyone hated him, and then it's like now just because they paid him, they're like, what the fuck?
No, I get, yeah, it's insane.
It's funny how it all happened. It's actually really funny how it all went down. I don't care because I'm not a Red Sox fan, so I could laugh at the entire thing from the outside because I think Rafael Devers is really good, and I thought he was still really good at the beginning of the year. He was just in a slump.
Yeah, 100%.
And he clearly was because he is playing very good right now.
Yeah, I feel like another guy that we're not talking about that's playing really, really good, Jose Ramirez.
I brought him up 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, but
when I was like, I said he's leading the Guardians in every single hitting stat possible.
He's like disgustingly nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna be up for MVP again.
It's honestly insane. Also, I'm really sorry. I'm like not paying attention. I got a text. I gotta change my sister's oil in her car, so I'm trying to send them what they need to get.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, this is probably going to be brutal.
But, yeah, Rafael Devers on that trade. The Red Sox in return got a right-hand pitcher, Jordan Hicks, left-hander Kyle Harrison, a pair of prospects, outfielder James Tibbs, and righty Jose Bello. So, the Red Sox are not retaining any of his contract. So the slugger has 8 years remaining after this season, is owed $254 million over that span.
That's insane.
That is insane. But that's on the Giants now.
Yeah, and I guess we'll see if they pick up that tab.
That's a massive piece for them because the Giants are really good this year. They just had a really good game against the Dodgers yesterday. They ended up losing, but they played great. They've been playing great all year. I think they're like, what are they, 41-30 right now? I think they're 41-30. They're really fucking good. So that's a good move on their piece, like on their part.
But
he's the
also,
piece they need.
I don't know if you said it because again I wasn't paying attention because I'm a bad podcaster. The pitcher, as we talk about how they immediately sent him down to AAA,
No.
the one that they traded for.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he immediately got sent sent down to AAA as soon as the trade finalized.
I mean, they probably just want to see who. I was gonna say I don't even know who he is. I don't even know. I didn't recognize any of the names that they got in return.
So I don't know how true this is.
I think I know what you're gonna say. The Talking Baseball post.
Yeah,
they're the NBA Centel of.
Okay, thank God.
They are. They got me a couple weeks ago with something, and
when I saw this, I'm
yeah.
like, oh God, is this true? Especially when they had that one thing where they posted. I didn't send it to you. Did I send it to myself? No, I didn't. But basically, it was a post of Rafael Devers saying yeah, fuck Boston. That place sucked. It was a shithole.
Yeah.
As a quote, I'm like, okay, this has to be fake. I'm like, this can't be real.
They got me. I'm trying to think of what news it was that they got me with. It was actually pretty. I was kind of pissed because I was hyped as hell to come on here and talk about it. And then I realized what was going on. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know how I fucking figured it out either. It was something to do with I seen another post. I think it was something to do with Ohtani maybe. And I was shocked, and I was like, oh my God. And then I found out it was
first start.
No, it wasn't that. It was something goofy. I don't remember, but
I had seen. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot going on in baseball right now. Obviously, the thing Andrew McCutcheon came out and said about the baseballs.
Yeah.
Because people were saying, why aren't they flying as far? What's going on? Well, obviously, every single one is hand-stitched, as we all know. And if you don't, now you do. And the stitches, or the seams are higher. So, obviously, causing more drag. And he had said that he was, told this by an MLB rep, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy to think about. This is why steroids should be allowed. I know we've talked about this before. I stay on the stance of let the guys juice. Why not? It's fine. Who cares? Just let them do it. But yeah, moving on. Sticking with baseball.
What on that? I don't know how true that is. I really don't. Because is it me or just does it seem like everybody's mashing home runs this year? So what is the fucking?
There's a lot of them dying. A lot of balls just dying.
And outside of even a Judge and Ohtani, you're talking. I think 5 people in the Cubs have double-digit home runs. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then Cal Raleigh doing what he's doing. I mean, they're still so right now.
I mean, home runs are still being hit. That's obviously.
Yeah, but it's for it to be a drastic change. I would like to know what the exact. I don't know how many games have they played so far. How many games in are we? 42 and 3, about 70
almost
something?
halfway through the season.
Just about halfway. Yeah, they're at 20. There's 2,315 home runs hit so far this year. So a little less than half the season. There's 2,300. Last year there were 5,500 hit total. So it only needs to go another 2,200.
Yeah.
And they've already done so. It's the same pace as last year. No one was saying shit about the ball last year. Is there more drag on the ball this year than that doesn't?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
And also, how the fuck is that true? Why would baseball
are different?
Why would baseball want less home runs? They've always wanted more home runs. That's the reason they juice the ball. That's been the fucking conspiracy forever, is that they've been juicing the ball so that more home runs are being hit. So it's kind of counterintuitive. I'm not saying I don't believe that maybe he talked to somebody that said that, but I just don't see how that's possible because it feels like everybody's mashing the ball this year.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially Ronald Acuna.
Yeah, him too.
Ronald Acuna coming back, obviously, again, from torn ACL. And with 77 at-bats, he is batting .390, 7 home runs, 13 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and a 1.179 OPS. Ronald Acuna is my favorite player in the MLB. And he's legit, and he's fun to watch.
Yeah, if only he could have helped the Braves yesterday. They lost 10-1 to the Rockies yesterday.
Well, the Braves are just not good.
You know what's nuts?
They're in a bad spot, I should say. They're in a really bad spot. I don't know. That team is...
I don't know why they're in a bad spot, though, because, I mean, they still got Acuna, they got Riley, they still got Olsen, they still got Ozuna, they still got Albies, they got Sean Murphy, they still have Michael Harris. They still have 3/4 of their team that they've had for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Me neither. I did find it insane. This is truly mind-blowing. So they lost 10-1 at home to the Rockies, mind you. Their starting pitcher, Grant Holmes, went 6 1/3, had 2 earned runs only.
Oh, yeah, I'd seen this,
and 15 strikeouts.
Yeah.
and then the bullpen comes in and lets up 8 runs.
Yeah, they just shit the bed.
They let like 6 runs up in the 7th inning, like
Yeah.
right after he came out. It's like, can you imagine getting 15 strikeouts in a game is like phenomenal, dude.
Yeah,
that's
nuts.
insane.
Yeah.
And then your team just loses to the team that has now 14 wins in the entire season.
Just like,
what the fuck?
Okay, well, that was all for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of debuts, though, because we had talked about, I just like glazed over the Ohtani pitching debut. The first time he's going to be pitching since 2023. Giancarlo Stanton's playing tonight.
Yeah.
He's making his debut for the season. How much of a difference that makes, I guess we'll see. I mean, obviously, Giancarlo is very good at the game of baseball. But is he going to, how hot is he going to start off? It's obviously the biggest thing.
I could tell you. Probably not hot, if I had to guess.
No, I would probably assume no.
On the Ohtani thing, was that a for sure, like he's guaranteed to go, or they're just saying like, because I've seen it just said like they're eyeing the end of June for him to make a start.
I will find out right now.
Which still seems crazy, because like, I don't know, why wouldn't you wait maybe more till like late August? Just like later into the season.
The Dodgers posted 4 hours ago, your starting pitcher tonight, Shohei Ohtani.
Tonight?
Yes.
No shot.
That's what I said tonight. I said that, yeah.
I think the thing that I saw was like literally, I think it was maybe yesterday, they were talking about like they were eyeballing like late June for him to get his first start.
No, he's starting tonight
against the Padres.
Yep.
Get out of here versus Dylan Cease. Tune in for that one. You're gonna stay up. It's a 9-10 game.
No, thank you.
You don't want to watch Ohtani pitch for the first time in a year and a half?
Dude, I definitely will. I'll watch it on YouTube tomorrow.
Wow. Watch him get absolutely just shelled.
Or he
just gives up like 6 homers.
An absolute gem.
He's going to go Brandon Pfaadt and fucking 0 outs, 9 earned runs. Oh, that'd be so funny. That is so crazy. I can't believe that. Yeah, that 23 hours ago, Ohtani could make mound return in June.
Who said that?
It was 23 hours ago. That was from the Associated Press. 23 hours ago. He could make a return in June, and then 24 hours later, like, he's starting tonight.
Well, we are in June.
I mean, it's like, yeah, what the fuck? That's crazy. That is nuts, dude. Wow, I'm going to tune in for that.
Throwing an absolute gem, though, the first time since 1960 in the College World Series, a no-hitter was thrown.
Really?
Yep. So Arkansas right-hander Gage Wood just threw the first no-hitter in the College World Series since 1960. He's projected to be a first-round pick in July's draft. He was an 8th inning hit-by-pitch away from a perfect game. He had 19 strikeouts.
Oh, dude, this is one thing. Like, I have not watched any. I don't watch college baseball at all.
I just saw the post. It was Jeff Passan that like posted about it, so I had seen it. And I'm like,
yeah,
holy shit, that's nuts.
And I've been seeing stuff like on X about it, and like I've been hearing about it being crazy. Like the last few rounds, and like especially the series.
Baseball is just like pretty nuts in general, though.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I guess they just do like a bad job of fucking marketing it. Because
100%.
Why is it not getting to me to where like I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching this? Because I haven't watched 1 second of it, but I've heard nothing but shit like popping off.
Yeah.
There's nothing that ever entices me to watch it or remind me that it's on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably definitely a marketing thing if I had to assume.
Yeah.
Damn. So in NL outfield All-Star voting, 1 and 2. Number 1 PCA, number 2 Kyle Tucker. I was
hey man.
I was thinking of like if we had a bigger following, I really would have like loved to like try to get something going to just like have everyone start like voting for like fucking I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, Andrew Benintendi or something. Just like start spamming to get him in the All-Star game. I mean, it'd just be really, really funny. I don't know if someone would step in and just be like, yeah, no, like,
For sure. I'll tell you what, too. Nico Horner is going to win another Gold Glove this year at second base. Right now, he is, as of, today, June 16th, he is first in every single category defensively at second base. Whatever all these things mean, because I'm not 100% sure, because this is way crazy stats. 11 DRS, whatever that is, he's first. 7 OAA, first. 5 range, He's tied for first. 5 fielding run value, first. 5.8 def, first. Whatever any of those stats mean, I don't know. But he's first in all of them. So, hey, another Gold Glove on the way, dude. He made a crazy catch yesterday, too. He's just absurd. He's so underrated.
No, I think his bat sucks.
No, he's one of the best hitters on the Cubs, dude.
Oh, okay.
He has like one of the least amount of strikeouts actually in the league, if I'm not mistaken. He is let me pull him up really quick. So he's batting .288. He only has 20 strikeouts on the entire year.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And 264 at bats. 20
corrected.
strikeouts, 15 walks. 691 OPS. It's just his on base percentage 331. It's really just a matter that he has 0 power. He has no home runs. He still has not hit a single home run.
Yeah, that's kind of yikes.
It is. It's a bummer. But yeah, he's been awesome for us. Speaking of, we had a nice walk-off last night thanks to Ian Happ. Had a pretty close game there with the Pirates on Father's Day. Happy belated Daddy's Day to you guys out there.
All the fathers.
Yeah, Ian Happ walked it off in the bottom of the 10th. That's pretty sick.
That is actually really exciting.
Yeah.
There's one more thing. Actually, that is literally, I just burned through every single thing on baseball I had. I actually just burned through everything I had.
That was a good bit, though. I mean, there was a decent bit that...
there was a decent amount of stuff going on. Honestly, it's been pretty slow. I mean, granted, we have the finals returned to OKC tonight.
Yeah, the Pacers really shit the bed that last game. They should have won that.
Yeah,
they absolutely should have won that.
What was it, 17 in the fourth quarter?
I don't know if that was in the fourth quarter or not, but I know they had a significant lead. They were leading 3/4 of the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen, and they kind of just like the wheels just fell up. Well, they
fouled,
didn't just fall off. They literally fell off.
What they did was foul SGA. The fucking what's his face? The extender was in there. I can't remember the referee's name, but yeah, they sent in the fucking extender to let that series keep going because that dude blows a fucking whistle every half a second.
They're like, we need a game 7.
They do. That's legitimately this guy. It's not even a joke. I wish I can remember his name. I'll find it here in a second after I read like some of these stats from that game, but. His stats are like stupid with how many games he's been involved with and how many fouls get called and how it has forced like certain numbers of games afterwards. It's crazy. But yeah, basically in the end of the game, they just fouled SGA. Dude, there was like, what was there, 5 minutes left? I think there's like 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. And I even said it to Stephanie. I'm like, wow, they locked down SGA again. He's only got 22 points. He had 22 points with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. He finished with fucking 35. Like,
yeah.
I think it was even less than 5 minutes left. And it was, I can't remember how many of those were free throws. I'm going to pull up the stats right here because it was the majority of them were, again, right there at the end. Yeah, he had 10 total free throws. And I believe 8 of them came there in the fourth quarter. It was stupid. So that's really what screwed him.
That's not great. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's so insane, man. That was an absolute meltdown. And then the Pacers were just missing everything they shot. It was not good. They only shot 30. I mean, oh my God, that's crazy. I'll tell you this. All the shit that everyone talks, and we have talked about teams nonstop shooting threes. OKC only shot 16 3-pointers that game.
Good.
And the Pacers shot 36, but...
How many did they make?
11. They had an off day. But OKC made 3 of their 16.
That's abysmal.
Yeah,
that's awful.
18%.
That's disgusting. That's really, really bad. That's not good.
That is crazy.
You cannot do that.
The Pacers' biggest lead was 10 points. That's what I was about to say. I think it was like 10 or 12 is what I thought in my head. But yeah, that's bogus. Yeah, this is a big game. If they can manage to win this game in OKC tonight, it's fucking on for the next game.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
You got to take it home.
I was actually talking about that today with one of the guys at work. He was saying like for either team, really, it's like whoever wins tonight is probably going to end up winning it all.
Yeah, whoever takes game 5 is, for sure. Especially because OKC having home field, like home court.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. Can you imagine if...
I wonder if our supply house friend is going to be there. I would imagine, right?
Our supply house.
The dude from the Indy 500. The ones that showed up in all the
OKC
gear.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, they are.
He's a season ticket holder, so
Yeah.
he's like, I'm going, hell yeah.
Yeah. I can't. Aaron? Shout out Aaron if you ever somehow come across this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Like the only chill people there.
I want to see, yeah, for real, the only cool people that were
everyone else was like, sucked.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what the line is on tonight. God damn, fucking Thunder are 4-1 favorite. That's so disrespectful.
That's
crazy. After how the Pacers have played them so far,
yeah,
and the way that they've took a game already in OKC.
Or, dude, like we've said multiple times in this show, maybe Vegas just knows.
Yeah, I don't know if they know. I mean, that's crazy. 4-1 favorites. Like, at what point do you start putting respect on the other team? It's a 2-2 series.
At what point do people need to understand and just stay away from stuff like that? Those kind of lines are just like, don't. You're just asking for your money to be donated.
Well, I mean, you can take the Pacers plus 320.
I'd stay away from that
on the money line.
I'd stay away from
Fuck
that
it,
too.
dude. Or Pacers plus 9. They got the Thunder favored to cover 9 points.
That's crazy.
That is more believable, I guess, than I don't know. That's fucking wild.
I guess they're just really expecting OKC to surgically remove their cheeks,
like they have for 4 other games.
Yeah,
and they haven't. Like, I don't understand it. I do not
7:30?
understand that.
I'll tune in. I'll watch at least the first half of the game. It's at 7:30 for sure.
Yeah, you definitely got to watch some. I mean, it's already game 5.
I gotta do that oil change. And they want me to grill chicken too because I gotta do it all, dude. I gotta be Superman. It's insane. I need this show to blow up so I could have people do this stuff for me.
I was just about to say, so you could pay someone. You could still just tell her to go get an oil change done. Just tell her to take it to fucking Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, I don't know. I trust myself more, and then it's cheaper if I do it. You know, go to Walmart. It's like $25, $30 at absolute most to do it yourself.
Yep, and then you got to go lay in the fucking 86-degree humidity right now. Get dirty as hell, covered in oil after you already showered.
Brother, I'm a good brother. No, I'm good. I just got to drop the drain plug. She doesn't have a spin-on filter. It's one of like those paper canister filters
on top.
Yeah.
Oof.
So
I hate those. That's such a stupid design. It makes such a mess.
Yeah, I mean,
not on you, but on the car.
Yeah. The trick is you gotta, as it's draining out from the drain plug, you gotta pop that because then it'll just drain straight out. That's the trick. But again, it's like you said, having to get up, crawl up, snap that loose, and then it's kind of stupid. I don't like it. But hey, you got to be innovative. You know, we can't just keep things the same. We got to make them more complex because it's cool.
Yeah, make it more complex.
Yeah.
It's more efficient.
Yeah. Dude, I really don't have any NFL news. Honestly, the NFL's been pretty dry so far. Unless you have anything.
I had one thing on the NFL that I seen that I just thought it was funny, and I also thought it was pretty funny that I just recently brought up that there has been no news about the Bears or anything. And what do you know? Our boy over at ML Football had to go and post that news. Chicago Bears star quarterback Caleb Williams was not interested in girls as a kid. Caleb was too locked into football. And it's literally a fucking thing of him with, like, no girls. And I'm like, okay, but AB retweeted it and said, I can't say the word because we will get flagged for sure.
I saw the post. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, F word of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, that's funny. Like, AB doing his thing is funny. And I started reading the comments, dude. And everybody was just shitting on Caleb Williams. Like, people are
100%.
Like,
people cannot wait to literally just shit on him. It's honestly insane. Anything comes out, they're just like, yeah, screw this guy. Oh, that guy sucks. Oh, I knew it. I knew it all along.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. Like, dude, we fucking knew this. He paints his nails and blah, blah, blah. And it was just nonstop, like, comment after comment after comment. And then all of a sudden it got to, like, a section of people just being like, on the run from the police, and this motherfucker's tweeting like someone's like, aren't you wanted for murder? Like, all this shit. They're like shitting on AB. They're like, put your phone away, you got fucking, I forget what someone said too. I was laughing so hard, and then it went right back into the, like, Caleb Williams celebrating Pride Month.
Yeah. People forget, dude, he has a girlfriend. We've seen her. Again, obviously we don't know
Yeah.
in this day and age. But he's also not even the only guy in the league who paints his nails. Like,
No.
I mean, but
Not especially not even just in football, like in any league.
But he also, again, he feeds into it. Like, he's come out and said, like, I think it's funny, so I just feed into it.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. Paint your nails. I painted my nails after week 1.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, yeah, you did it out of solidarity with him, but...
Yeah, I said if we win, I'll paint my nails. I painted my thumbs, and I'd wear gloves all day the next day at work so no one could see.
Pussy.
Well, I remember...
So much for standing in solidarity.
I showed up.
Hide in shame.
I showed up to work, and, like, my foreman's like, take your glove off. I'm like, no, dude. They take your damn glove off. Like, grabs my hand, like, started yanking my glove off, and, like, had my hand like this because it was just my thumbs. And he's like, I thought you actually painted your nails. I'm like, yeah, I definitely didn't, dude. I'm like...
You only painted one?
Yeah, I just painted my thumbs.
Dude, you're fucking half in on this team. That's why we lost. That's why we had so many fucking games we blew last year.
Yeah, that's definitely why. It's my fault. I'm the good luck charm, dude, for all the teams. Every time I show up, we win. Except week 1 against the Packers 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did watch them get their doors blown off, but
yeah,
that team sucked.
It did suck.
Actually,
I saw the thing about Eberflus. Eberflus kind of came out and, like, basically, but didn't, in a roundabout way, called Caleb Williams a liar, saying, like, he didn't... Basically, like, saying people did help him with film. People did watch film with him. I'm like, Eberflus, just shut up, dude. Shut the hell up.
You're not a football coach anymore.
Yeah. You are on the Dallas Cowboys. You're a celebrity because that's what Jerry Jones wants. He wants your reality TV stars.
Yeah. I shouldn't say a football coach. I should have said a head football coach anymore, but yeah.
No, he's not. He's on the Cowboys, and anything he said, it doesn't matter.
That
he can't do his job. He can't do... He cannot do a better job at making that team successful than Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones said it himself. So,
well, nobody can do it better than Jerry.
Yeah, and if you want to talk shit on him, he'll just find someone else to do. Your job is not to criticize; it's to talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah,
and if you can't do that, then he'll find someone else.
It's a lot like the Orioles. Remember they did that last year? They fired their announcer after he just, like, read a stat about the Blue Jays. Yeah. Wasn't even, like, shitting on the team. Like, just read a stat about how, like, the Orioles struggle against the Blue Jays for some reason. And this was when the Orioles had, like, 80-something wins on the year and were, like, in first place in the division. And they're like, you're shit canned.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything. Like, that's so nuts, man.
That's awesome.
So good. I did have a couple things on the NBA. There was some pretty big news. The Memphis Grizzlies traded Desmond Bane
I'd seen that.
to the Magic
for
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first-round picks, and 1 first-round pick swap.
It's kind of
Talk about highway robbery.
Yeah, they fleeced the absolute daylights out of them.
That's crazy. I was kind of shocked by that. And then did you see that clip of Stephen A. Smith at one of the finals games just sitting on his phone playing solitaire?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Dude, it was during the middle. I think it was like the 3rd or 4th quarter. Someone sitting behind them like took a video of him, and he's not even watching the fucking game. He's sitting on his phone playing solitaire.
Luckily for me, that guy's not like on my feed.
I
don't see him at all. I don't see anything about him.
He has horrible sports takes.
Terrible takes, and he gets paid millions to make those horrible takes. I have bad takes, and someone pay me millions. I can do that better than him.
Yeah, I can talk out my ass for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys hear it now. I do it for free.
That's the difference.
But someone quote tweeted it and said, how can you have all these opinions while you're playing solitaire instead of watching the game? And then some guy quote tweeted a thing that said, he said, Stephen A. Smith going to work every day. And the tweet was, about to skim tonight's box scores and argue with people who watched the whole game. And I just immediately, I thought of, like, this is funny because of all the times we said, like, be like box score merchants. Like, that's exactly.
It's that guy.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Literally that guy.
That's like, that is crazy, though. Like, that's a crazy move. And he was like, his rebuttal was like, oh, so I can multitask, so what? And it's like, man, with somebody who gets as fucking ignorant as you do about your opinions, because not everybody's like that. Like, have you seen, Shaq or Kenny Smith saying something like that, or like doing something like sitting playing solitaire, you'd be like, well, That's kind of crazy that you guys aren't actually watching the game, but like whatever, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Because they don't scream in your face with their fucking opinion and act like they're right about everything.
That guy's a literal bozo. I can't stand him.
Yeah, he's an asswipe.
I hate him.
He's got some takes that are like, okay, they're valid, but other times, I would say about 85% of the time
all respect for his takes after his Shohei take. And I know I've said it on the show before. We talked about it before.
I don't remember. What is it?
He came out and said, how can Shohei Ohtani be the face of the MLB when he doesn't even speak English? And
holy shit,
he got dragged through the coals.
He should, yeah.
Because people are like, obviously, first of all, the political side of it. But we're not a political podcast, so we're not going to get into that. But also just like everyone's like, he does speak English. He gave his entire like MVP speech or whatever, I forgot what award he got, but the entire speech in English.
Yeah, he can speak English.
But he prefers to not because it's not good.
Yeah.
It's easier for him to obviously speak his native tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to.
That's such an insane take.
Absolute dog water take. Atrocious take. Really, really bad.
I did want to bring this up because apparently this is a new trend. It's funny. For those of you who managed to make it through the Alvin and the Chipmunks sound effect that was going on for the last 20 minutes of last episode.
I know Joey did. Shout out you, Joey.
Yeah, shout out.
Joe Bob, in specific.
Oh.
He has been a guest host.
Hell yeah. Hopefully you guys maybe could actually understand some of what we were saying and get some enjoyment out of it because it was absolutely hilarious. Basically just kind of roasting Angel Reese in a sense. But yeah, now they call her rebounds me bounds. That's a new thing. And the Chicago Sky had they posted it the other night. She was the player of the game. Said, "Oh, what did y'all say about me bounds?" She had 11 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists.
Her first triple-double of her career.
Yeah, her first triple, but she's one of the best players in the league. So I don't know how that's her first triple-double.
Dude, it's just because of I was trying to think of something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the real best player in the league. Did you see what Caitlin Clark did the very first game she came back?
Shooting logo threes?
Yeah, she made 7 3-pointers.
Yeah.
She had like 32 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 9 assists or some shit in her first game back.
Disgusting.
Like over 2
She's
weeks.
absolutely filthy. She's nuts.
And then the game after that, I believe she had 27 points. I could be wrong. I want to double check it for sure.
Again, we talked, not to beat a dead horse, keep talking about it, but like obviously she is the best player in the WNBA.
Oh, but it's just insane how phenomenal she is, though. Like it is crazy. Like
she's why people watch. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like okay, like it's just it is what it is, dude. All right, it's like sorry she's white. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I know. I'm sorry, but like.
How do you, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's so insane how good she is, though. Like, truly. Like, when she's out there, it legit looks like she's playing with... It looks like she's playing... It looks like a NBA player was to play in college.
Yeah, she's just better than everyone. I mean,
like, if you put Kyrie up against fucking, Florida State, as good as they looked, in the it's like, well, he's going to dice them up.
Yeah.
And that's what she looks like she's doing out there. I mean, she's playing grown women. She's only in her second year. She comes out for, over 2 weeks she misses. She comes back against a team that was undefeated in the Liberty. And she goes 32 points. Yeah, it was 9 assists. 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Like, what?
She's nuts.
Like, what?
Yeah.
That is just absurd. And... what did they play? I thought they played again, but I guess not. That was their only game so far back, I think. But yeah, she is absolutely nuts. She's very fun to watch. Yeah, that was her only game back so far. I wonder if they play tonight.
I don't know, dude. We're gonna be watching the NBA Finals anyways. So
yeah, that is true. I'm not definitely. Yeah. What am I talking about? Like as if I was gonna put on the WNBA tonight over the NBA Finals.
Unless you can get like the split screen thing going on.
I can. I actually have. I have the ability to watch 4 things at once.
Well, there you go.
It just sucks though because it makes each thing too small.
That's actually
I've never been a fan of that.
No, I couldn't do that, and I would get like a really bad headache. Again, I know we've talked about this on the show before too, like going to the casino. Especially Hard Rock, their sports book sucks.
It's not even a sports book.
It is absolutely.
They have like a lounge area, like a little lounge.
But it's atrocious, like the TV setups, because they have like one massive TV surrounded by like a bunch of 55-inch TVs. So it's like this is terrible. I get like a headache. I get like motion sickness trying to like look at everything. It's just not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
But I actually, speaking of that, completely unrelated to sports. I heard that steakhouse there is actually pretty decent. Have you eaten there yet?
I have heard that too. I have not eaten there. For some, shockingly enough, as many times as I've gone there, as much times as I like going out for a good steak, I never think to go there.
They haven't comped you anything yet? From,
I never check my comps, food wise. I never. I always just.
I know one of my friends. They comped him like a dinner for two there.
Really?
At that steakhouse, and he ended up never going.
Wow, that's a waste.
Yeah, he just ended up never going and lost it, which sucks. Because I'm like, dude, I would have went with you.
If I'm not mistaken, I think another reason I haven't gone. I'm gonna double check this right now as we speak.
The pricing's nuts.
No, but I think their hours are like fucked.
I honestly don't even remember the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, their hours are. Here's their hours. So Monday through Thursday, 5 to 10 p.m. Friday, 5 to 11 p.m.
They open for dinner, so that makes sense.
Saturday, 4 to 11 p.m. Sunday, 4 to 10 p.m. That just seems whack.
That seems pretty normal.
I know, but you'd think in a casino.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right.
24 hours.
But this isn't just like a regular restaurant. It's like, it's supposed to be like a high-end, classy place.
I mean, I guess but like, okay, Prime Steakhouse. That's a top-tier steakhouse for this area.
I think it's probably my favorite.
Monday through Saturday, they're open at 11 a.m.
Well, they do
to
lunch.
10 p.m.
They do lunch.
The fucking casino should do lunch. It's a 24-hour casino. They're in a 24-hour place of business where people are spending fucking money. Like, why are they only open 5 to 10 p.m. on a weekday? Like, they're only open for 5 hours. By time you prep and everything, like you're cooking, like that's crazy. That's crazy.
They're definitely there way before 5 prepping.
100%, obviously, but like it just seems nuts to do all the prep that you have to do to fucking open a restaurant. And then it's like, all right, we're going to do like 3.5 hours of dinner service. And then by 8:30, we're going to start like getting shit, try to like clean up.
I get it. No, I get it. You should complain.
Well, that's just a reason I've never been.
No, that is valid though.
Because I mean, a lot of times you think like me and Stephanie last weekend, 2 weekends ago, we went there after the Cherville Fest at Reader.
Yeah.
We left the festival at 11 o'clock. So it's like, there you go. We could have can't go to a steakhouse. It's closed. It's like we're in a 24-hour business.
It's valid. Hit the buffet.
It should be open till like 3 a.m. In my opinion, I think it should be.
I mean, definitely not mine. I don't think I would want a steak at like midnight.
You don't have to get a steak. I mean,
I'm not going to go there and not get a steak.
You won't.
Especially when they have like the window there. They're like, oh, look at all of our dry aged meats.
Yeah, and they get you to stare at their meat.
Yeah.
Get over their meat gazing in the window.
Yeah, I was say that, yeah. That honestly leads me to the next point where I was thinking about. So,
meat gazing?
Yeah. Meat gazing is...
Happy Pride Month, guys. I forgot to say it last episode at the end.
I need to... So, I don't know if I talked about it on the show, but I definitely talked about it with someone. Just like how a rooftop bar is like... I just want to go to like more, and it seems like a vibe. I don't know if I talked about that with you.
I don't think so.
But you know Rosebud in Munster, how they just opened up that new place. So Rosebud, like that complex it's in, there's a building right next to it that they opened up like a bar place, and it has rooftop. It's called like Windy City something. I don't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually popped up on my Instagram, which I'm like, damn, I think that's actually pretty sweet. I should check that out. This seems pretty cool. I mean, I just want to hit like a rooftop bar, dude. Rooftop bars are awesome.
I don't really see like the whole hype, honestly.
I mean, I feel like obviously in the city, it's a lot.
City be totally different.
That's what I mostly mean. Like going downtown and hitting a rooftop bar.
Like some. I mean, it's to be in the city is kind of the only benefit of being on a rooftop is if you have like a great view.
Yeah, that's 100%. I need to get out to the city too, man. I need to get out to Chicago. I need to go out and do more stuff there. The problem is like I'm really poor, so like I don't have the money to just go out and do that.
It is expensive.
Yeah, I was thinking that today. I'm like, dude, like man, I wish I like had money. It'd be so nice. I just want to like go golfing and I just want to like go hang out, but I'm at work. I can't do that. I have to work.
I'm trying to think. When we went to St. Louis last year, the hotel that we stayed in had a rooftop bar on like I think it was like the 35th floor or some shit.
That's pretty sweet.
It was fire.
I mean, I heard St. Louis sucks, but I heard that
it's a shithole.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's awful.
It's a dirty shithole. I mean, we walked through some really, really bad areas to get to a brewery. I was like, it's like a mile and a half away. I'm like, you want to just walk from our hotel? I'm like, dude, within a quarter mile of the hotel that we were at, it was like, okay, there's fucking graffiti on everything. There's people hanging on street corners. I'm looking at tents and shit coming up under the overpass. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's people yelling at each other. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Weeds are all overgrown and shit. It's crazy how fucking fast it turned.
Maybe we should have just drove.
That's what I said. I'm like, God, we definitely should have just drove. Like this is insane. I cannot remember if we took an Uber back or just walked. I think we did walk. We walked a different way though. We went like around a different block, and I'm like, this is a little less sketchy. At least there's like lights over here. There was no lights on the other side. It was bad, but the rooftop bar was insane. It was actually really dope.
No,
like
that
the whole
awesome,
inside.
Dude.
It wasn't actually outdoors where we were, but it was like the roof of the building, and it was downpouring anyways. But it was just all glass.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super
awesome.
cool, and you could see like straight into the fucking building right next to you. There's just like people like hanging out and partying and shit. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked nice, dude. The rain over the stadium at night, because the hotel we stayed in was the one that looks over the over Busch Stadium.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Speaking of awesome things, I don't know why I thought it was so funny, but the post I sent you where it says dream setup, and it's like a bar top, and like at the seats there's just urinals in front of the seats.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I found this so funny. Let's see if I could. Yeah, there you go. You guys go. I saw that. I started dying laughing. I'm like, honestly, dude, like, yeah, there's like, indecent exposure things going on there.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
But like, think about how elite that would be. Just like, you don't want to get up. The vibes are like super high, and it sucks. Like, you kind of like break the dynamic a little bit when you're like, dude, I gotta go pee. It's like, damn, it's like, all right. Like, especially if you're like mid, like, good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You can just, like, if you're there, you can just, like, you don't have to leave. I mean, someone might be like, just like go silent, like radio silent all of a sudden. You're like, yo, what's going on with him? It's like, just pissing. Just chill. Don't worry.
It is, yeah, it's definitely just a fantasy, though, because logistically, it's fucking terribly disgusting.
That is so...
You're leaning over the urinal to reach the bar. You would just be smelling piss the entire fucking time. Like,
think about like if someone had like a strong stream.
The splash. Yeah, I was gonna say all the splash is like that'd be such a health hazard. People would be getting so sick, dude. That'd be terrible. It sounds good, but like as a gimmick, but yeah, practically no.
It's just like you go to a bar. It's just like complimentary catheters. You just like sit there.
That would be a little bit more sanitary. If everyone had a catheter and a fucking.
I don't know. And it sounds like really expensive. You probably have to like hire like a nurse or someone. Because every time you sit down, I was like, "Hello, sir. Would you like a catheter?" Well, yes, I would. Okay.
Oh God, the fucking mistakes that would happen there too. Too, like, especially with the urinals like that, how many guys would just, because you could just get so wasted and never have to get up to piss, there'd be dudes passed out with their dick out at the bar. Like, there would be some fat slob sitting there and just have his fucking, his tiny little pecker hanging out and just, like, slumped over, just totally slouched.
Yeah, no, that's, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting. You know how many times you would drop food in it on accident? You think anybody pulled a 5-second rule? Oh shit, I dropped my fucking buffalo shrimp in the urinal. 5-second rule.
Yeah, it's so good. Just rinse it off.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Oh. Jesus Christ, dude. That's seriously such a terrible idea. It looks good on paper. Like, at a glance, it seems like, dude, that'd be badass. But there's a million things wrong with that.
Yeah, the more we dissect it, the worse it gets.
Yeah, for real. There'd be so many problems with that.
Oh man, that's good. That's awesome, actually, though. Damn, I really need to like learn how to like make shorts. That's a good short to just throw up there. I got to figure that out. I'm gonna figure that out.
Eat my shorts.
Go throw it out like a TikTok or something.
Yeah, we can make a YouTube short out of that.
That's what I'm saying. I just got to figure out how to do it. I don't know how.
It's pretty easy.
Is it?
I think it's pretty easy. Yeah, you just like cut shit.
Oh.
Like you can go into a video on your phone even and like just cut from like.
I'll figure it out because I'm supposed once I have the YouTube short, then I can just upload that to TikTok and it'll be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Nice. TikTok kind of has your podcast TikTok page coming soon, guys. Don't worry. Potentially tonight.
Yeah. Will not be on my phone. I'm not letting the Chinese spyware into my life. Only through every other app.
Yeah, I'm going to say you have a bank account, so the private sector is actually the number one seller of your information.
Yep. Jack Ma, I'm watching out for you.
But at least you'll see it on YouTube.
Remember when they disappeared that guy? You never heard of Jack Ma?
No, I actually don't even know that.
You gotta look him up. I can't remember the entire story. I think he was like he ran some company and then he ended up doing some shit that was like against the CCP, and they just straight up fucking disappeared his ass for like 5 months, and nobody heard from him. And then he just came back out and he was like, "I love China. The government is so great."
Yes, I do know
It's
what
so
you're talking about
funny.
now. Yeah. I did see that. I didn't remember the guy's name, but yeah, he just like disappeared. And,
Yeah. He
I
ran
know.
like a really massive tech company or some shit.
Yeah, and he came back. He's
so
like,
funny.
"This is awesome."
It might have been god damn it. What is like their Google? I'm drawing a blank on the name of their like Google server.
I had no idea.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. I can't remember the name of it. It's funny though. It's very funny.
But yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, I think that's all I have too. I don't think anything special is going on. I mean, I bought Cubs tickets for next Sunday for my dad, so I got them for Father's Day. Cubs Mariners. We're gonna get there early. First 10,000 get a Michael Bush bobblehead.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty piped.
I might be going to
on that.
see.
I might get piped. I'm going to the north side.
Speaking of bobbleheads, I got my little collection trying to go. Actually, see if I can get that one in frame. The Day of the Dead one.
Have you opened that Jose Abreu one yet?
I have not.
I wonder if it's actually got like a facsimile auto on it, like it does on the box there.
Let's find out.
What's doing on this? Is now an unboxing.
Unboxing video now. I feel like the styrofoam's gonna break. Not high quality styrofoam. Thanks, Jerry Reinsdorf. Guy sucks.
Oh, but the packaging is high quality.
Yeah.
I like that it's the full surround and not like the. Whoa.
Oh, I'm gonna break it. I hope this is not destroying the mic. The styrofoam squeezing together.
Now you got to do ASMR. You got to put it right up to the mic and fucking squeak the shit out of the styrofoam.
Okay, so
That thing looks dope.
So that's what it looks like. He doesn't have the bat. The bat is right here, so you just
Oh, that's cool.
thread it in there.
Oh, nice. What's his jersey say?
Mal tiempo.
Nice, dude. Whatever that means.
Bad time. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Obviously, can't break the bobble. That's
Oh,
why
it comes
that's
with
like
it comes with a noose around his neck.
Yeah, I was about to say that's actually kind of a bad look. I don't know if I should show that on YouTube.
Oh shit! Especially not right now. Oh my god.
No.
We'll just put we'll blur it out, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. Fucking pull it out of the styrofoam or just blur the whole thing out. That's hilarious.
Jose Abreu.
So there's no auto on it or anything. There's not like a little fake autograph somewhere. It's just on the box.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It says Silver Slugger Award on the back.
That is insane, actually, that they put that on the back of the bobblehead and they put
And
the
it was
fucking
named front?
advertisement on the front.
Yeah, that's actually kind of criminal. But that's what the silver bats obviously is.
I guess, yeah.
Like, showing.
That's pretty cool, though. I like the black and red.
That is cool.
How did they predict the City Connects this year?
Right?
That's awkward, huh?
It's almost like they're owned by
like
the
they knew.
same team. Or the same guy.
Yeah.
Let's put that back. That's why they're both ass. The box is a little destroyed, but that's okay. Just throw that back up there.
Hell yeah.
Should we unbox the other one?
I am curious to see more of what that one looks like because it looked pretty sick when I just like peeked in the top of it last time.
Because I've never opened this one. You were actually the person to open this one.
Broke the seal.
Yeah, popped the cherry on it.
That one looked pretty dope. I didn't want to pull it all the way out of there that day, but I've seen enough of it just to see, like... I like that the skull on it is not oversized. That is why I didn't take it out of there, because I was really worried that it was, like, going to just...
Obviously sponsored by Modelo, because I'm pretty sure this is, like, for Hispanic Heritage Night.
Yo, a little golden bat. That's sick.
That is actually kind of fire. The Los White Sox jersey. That's fire. Gotta get the bat out. Sorry, guys. Get the bobblehead out. Obviously, again, can't break the bat, so it just... This one just sits in there. Don't necessarily love that. Get you a first look at that. That's actually pretty fire.
That's really dope. Actually, I like that a lot.
That's sweet.
Hell yeah.
That is sweet.
You gotta take those things out of the box. Why are you putting them back in the box?
I don't know.
Should have just left them out.
I'm scared. They get all dusty. Like everything else.
You just gotta clean them.
So much work. Yeah. Stick this back in the box. Also, guys, if you want a kind of shirt, there's a one option that we have
right here.
is the Bears color scheme.
Perfect.
We can get you one. Just reach out. But yeah, guys, as always, thank you for listening. Make sure to like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, follow on TikTok once we get that page going, and yeah, let's get this thing going. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Happy Pride Month. Thanks.